Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony and I believe most of you guys are the first time here in my channel, so welcome. I have a big passion with vintage items, especially vintage luxury goods, vintage handbags, all vintage clothing, luxury clothing. For me, luxury is not just for the price, it's more about the quality, the experience, and the material. And most of the item I own is actually bought from 70 to 80% off the retail price, because I really have a passion of this, but also I want to keep it as budget friendly as possible, because I'm still quite young, so I don't really have the luxury of just buy whatever I want. I'm not saying that that is bad, but I just prefer to not give myself too many pressure. So if you like this kind of video, subscribe to my channel and you can press the notification bell, so every time I upload new video you're able to get a notification. So before I start today's video, I really want to say thank you to all the first responders. Because of you guys, we are able to kind of maintain a functional life while the whole world is in chaos. And please remember, it's everyone's responsibility to keep social distance, to protect yourself and also your family, and also even your neighbors or your strangers. As long as we do this, there is hope that we can finish the whole chaos earlier. Also, I want to put another disclaimer. This video is not by any shape or form a bragging video. It's just to share my passion with fashion, vintage goods, and if you feel inspired to want to purchase something, the decision is by you. I want to kind of give you a pressure that you have to buy this or that. That's not my intention. My intention is just to share my passion and then share my journey with you guys, and I really hope that this can brighten up your moods. And so enough about the rambling, let's get started. Since we're officially in spring, so I really want to share my fashion items that I really like to wear during the springtime. And the first item is definitely gonna be a classic Burberry raincoat. Well, raincoat, windcoat, whatever you want to call it. This is actually such a classic item, and the good thing is Burberry recently are having a comeback, so it's really a good choice for anyone. It's so classic. I actually got mine in a vintage shop in Madrid, Spain, and it's only cost me $80, so which is a really good price. So Burberry is a brand that doesn't really sustain its second-hand price well. So if you are in a budget, or you don't want to spend that money, but you still want to have good quality items, Burberry is a very good brand, because I find in recent years Zara prices are going a little bit too crazy, and a lot of their items are at $80, $90 mark, and I was just thinking, like, is it worth it? Yeah, Zara do have good quality items. I do have some trousers from Zara which I really love, but for a coat, $90, is it worth it? For me, I kind of hold back on purchasing those items, and then decided to kind of just wait and save up a little bit, and then to purchase a better quality item which will last longer. And this is, as you guys can see, this is the mark. Do note there are still a lot of counterfeits in the market. You have to be careful with that. If you're kind of worried about that, definitely check Vestiaire Collective. It's a website that when you purchase or you sell the item, they will check the item for you, so they'll authenticate the item and see if the item is as described. So it's a very good website. I definitely recommend, although at the moment due to the coronavirus a lot of things are paused. So I think the New York office is not functioning at the moment, not open at the moment. So you probably need to wait for a while. And there's another option is Fashion File. They also have a lot of good items, but mainly they have a lot of handbags. So if you really like handbags, that is definitely the website to go if you live in the United States. So the next thing I want to show is in this dust bag. So as you can see, it's definitely a handbag, and you can see in from my expression, I really love my handbags. So this is the handbag. I'm gonna slowly refill it. A lot of guys might not be familiar. This is another brand which is very kind of beginner friendly, let's say, because it's budget friendly. It's most of their secondhand items are budget friendly, and it's definitely Rig Plus. And this is an Italian brand. I'm gonna have a look down. I have my notes here. I do not speak Italian, so sorry if any of the pronunciation is wrong. It's called Ferragamo. So this is a brand which is famous mostly for their shoes and clothing, but I recently found this one on a vintage shop in Barcelona actually, and it only cost me 100 euros. Consider this is a fully leather made, soft, very good quality. As you can see, the gold-plated hardware is still very kind of, you still have the rich, deep gold tone inside. It's really good. This strap, unfortunately, is not the original strap. It does not come with the strap, so hence the lower price. But for me, that's perfect. I just got this in a random shop. It really works well together, and then it kind of is a perfect spring summer bag for me. So let me show you guys what the structure of the bag looks like inside. So when you open the bag, you definitely can see you have two compartments, and let me take the filling off. So that's how I normally store my handbags. I'll put some fillings inside to keep its shape, and because I got it in such a good price, I actually do not kind of worry about using this bag if it gets scratches. Most of the time you can buff it out actually, since the leather is the soft lambskin. Like, I would say it will be more like a Hermes box leather texture, but it's definitely a good leather. Open the lock, you have two compartments. The inside compartments, you actually have a zipper. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, there's a zipper inside, so you can put your more important stuff. In the front compartment, you have a slip pocket here, and you just have the two main compartments. Really a functional bag. I really love the bag. I wear this crossbody handheld. It does have a Cali aesthetic, but it still have an original look, so it doesn't feel like it's a copycat, which I really like. Next thing I wanted to share is actually what I'm wearing at the moment. This is not a Versace shirt, unfortunately, I got this for 25 euros, which is super good price. You can actually find a lot of similar items on vintage shops, and I definitely recommend a shop actually in Spain. They does ship internationally. So the name, let me see my notes again, is called Amores Eternos. I'm definitely gonna link their Instagram down below. They do offer shipping, so if you like, you can check their website and see if there are anything that works for you. And that shop is actually mainly have all the real vintage goods from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. It's categorized by the years, and the owner is such a nice lady, and we're good friends, so definitely check their shops out. It does have a Versace vibe on it, and as you guys can see on the back, it's kind of like really pretty, and because of the stripe, it makes you look slimmer. Let's move on to the next item, which is this one. So as you guys can see, this is a very bougie box, but I did not got it for a bougie price. I actually got this for only 20 euros. And can you guess what's inside? So this is what's inside. Some people might be surprised, but Cartier actually do make leather goods. So if you're thinking of purchasing leather goods, definitely Cartier is another great brand if you're looking for a budget-friendly brand, but you still want to have the bougie vibe. This is definitely a brand for you because their second-hand market value for leather goods are not that high. So let me show you the details for this one. It's made of a box leather. Like, if you do not know, box leather is a very soft leather. It's baby calfskin leather. It's really good. It does have a very good smell on it, and when you open it, you definitely have their card slots and the coin slots. So I purchased this item in Designer Exchange, which is a UK brand, and UK shop, second chain shop actually, with a lot of shops. they buy and sell secondhand handbags mainly, but now they currently have a secondhand clothing shop as well. Super recommend. They also have a shop in Spain, hence why I got this. See, this C does have like a Chloe vibe, which last year Chloe have like a big hit of their new logos, and also as well as Coach, because Coach recently have revamped themselves and really like their new logos as well, which is also a C. So definitely try to look for the Cartier vintage wallets, because a lot of them does have this logo, even handbags. And if you want to have the bar, but you still do not want to kind of bite the bullet and purchase brand new Coach or Chloe, this is definitely the way to go. So moving on to our last two items, which is these two. So I know that I did mention in the beginning that I love luxury goods, but for me, luxury is not about the price. It's more about the quality, the experience, the craftsmanship, and how it stands the test of time. And these two items definitely are the items that kind of checks the box, but surprisingly in a super low price. So this is a vintage brand that I do not know, but it's an Italian brand. And let me show you. There's something inside. So this is the brand. So the brand is unknown, but it's actually made in Italy. It does look like a handmade bag, and you can see here it has a very special handle. I do love to bring this when I'm going out with friends. It's a special bag, or going out for a dinner. And it does have like a kind of like a bougie handle, and in order to kind of it does not have a shorter strap, so I actually attached a random strap from a random bag. It just really combines really well together, rather than just hold it as a handbag or as a party bag. It's perfect. And the price I got is actually 20 euros. Really good price. I got it in a random vintage shop. Really love it. I want you guys to know that it's not about price, and also you also have to think about your personal aesthetic. So if this bag might fit me because this is my personal style, but if you are not a more casual person, then maybe this is not for you. But fashion doesn't really have any rules, so just definitely do what you love, and if you think that this you really like it, then definitely go purchase the item. Just kind of like think before you purchase, because although a lot of items I'm sharing with you guys, I bought it for a very pretty good price, but a lot of times if we think about it, because personally I did this mistake myself. I bought a lot of like goods which are in a pretty low price, but when it piles up each year, probably in total it will be $600 to $700 or $800, and then it's enough actually to purchase some vintage Chanel bags, maybe vintage Chanel plastic flap in a special style, which a lot of times you can see it's around the $1,000 mark in Fashion File. And it kind of make me more or think more through thoroughly when I purchase something, because I do not want to waste money and then lose my chance to purchase the item that I really want, or kind of use the money on other things, for example education or life costs. So I really want to kind of share with you guys that although I'm sharing a lot of good tips and a lot of good priced goods, I also want you guys to think through if you want to purchase anything before, so that maybe you can use that money in a better item or a more expensive item. The second bag I share with you guys is this one. This one is also an Italian brand, which is Maria Ray. And then it's very disco-like. It does have an 80s vibe. You can barely crossbody it, but it kind of has a Fendi bag look. I also really like this to wear this when I'm going out, or I'm just going out for a coffee. It's perfect. Super long, you can put the strap inside and it becomes a clutch. This, although it does have a leather interior, but surprisingly I got it for 15 euros. So it's another great purchase. Excuse me. It's another great purchase if you're looking for like a party bag. You does not necessary to have to buy Zara handbags, you can go to the vintage shop, have a look, your local vintage shop, have a look and try to find this kind of items, because most of them are much better quality and much original, and it kind of spices your outfit up. Yeah, I think these are kind of all the items I want to share today. I hope that this can give you kind of some inspiration and also some sort of entertainment, because I know that now is a very frustrating time for most people, and for me personally, fashion makes me happy. So I know it might be kind of materialistic, but for me, fashion is a way of express myself. Express yourself. If you're in a bad mood, put on a kind of a cool coat or cool clothes to spice yourself up, and you can make yourself feel confident. And that's what I love about fashion. It helps changes your mood. So I hope that this helps, and yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.